Welcome to episode 4 of the 4 YouTubers of the Apocalypse. I am Anna Smith of Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies. We have Stephanie Scanlon of Stephanie So Scandalous, Xavier of The Inspiration on YouTube, and Marquez Robinson of Marquez Robinson on YouTube. Today we are talking about the situation in Portland, Oregon, and just our thoughts on all of that. So who wants to start?
Ladies first.
All right, let's jump into this. All right, at first, you see the media. Whenever they pick something up and it's heartfelt, sympathetic, you see candles, a candlelight visual with cardboard cutout peace signs, right? The wall of moms, the dads just joined. But the media fails to show the part where they're lighting fires, throwing fireworks on the police, for real, doing real criminal acts. So the media just picks the good-looking stuff, basically, to make every sheeple out there think, oh, those moms are just protecting their kids. No, any real mom is going to yank their kid off the street, beat the shit out of them for embarrassing them, and your kid shouldn't be out there doing that. These moms are handing out bricks. Come on. It's a bunch of crap.
Scary.
It's a bunch of crap.
Marquez.
Honestly, my question is, when does this all end? I mean, at this point, it's just a bunch of rowdy kids just throwing temper tantrums. I mean, aren't they too old for that? I mean, this is what happens, and I would agree with you, Steph. This is what happens when the kids don't get spanked because they act like buffoons out in public, and this is the stuff they bring to society. They're a waste of flesh. I know it sounds cold, but that's where I stand at.
I just, my kind of overall thought is just, it's kind of insane. I mean, it's nothing new, but it's kind of insane how far they will allow so much to happen in order to politicize it. Like the mayor of Oregon, is it Ted Wheeler? Is he the one? I get them all mixed. Okay. He recorded some show for somebody, standing out in the midst of everything going on behind him, just standing there calmly, just for visuals, I guess, or whatever. And all they can talk about is how the Fed shouldn't have come in. But, oh yeah, they tried to burn down just one building. And, I think that's all they actually mention of the violent stuff too. As long as Trump is bad, that's all that, nothing else matters. They could destroy the city or whatever.
But he had 12 security detail around him. They were already attacking him. The mainstream media didn't show that. But toward the end, before he walked in that building, they started going after him. If he didn't have that private security, he would not have been able to ever walk out of that crowd. Yeah. So remember, they want to defund the police, put social workers out there to help us when things get hard. Imagine that. And they get private detail, and we're on our own.
Xavier, what are your thoughts?
Well, I was actually looking at the situation with the moms. They were actually had their kids out there, and the kids were holding signs. A lot of these kids weren't even 10 years old. Some of these kids, I think they're 5 and 6 years old. At that age, you're trying to just learn how to just play with other kids, and you're trying to establish long-lasting relationships and friendships, not worry about politics or all the going-ons around the world. You shouldn't be teaching your kids that stuff.
Yeah.
That's craziness. Bad. And they're having F the police. So you're already instilling in children that the police are bad or the police are going to hurt them. So now by the time they become a teenager, you know how much hatred they have built in them by then? They're ready to just go out here and commit crimes, or not even crimes. They're going to feel like the crimes are good because the police are supposed to be bad.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's
indoctrination at its finest.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why there's so many issues between Black people and the police, because their parents teach them that they're dangerous, and so they're automatically defensive, and so they'll try to attack them before they get attacked, fight or flight instinct, and then they're trying to defund the police now. That's gaslighting and just original evil indoctrination. It's really sad.
But do you know why the whole movement behind defund the police, in New York, in Minneapolis, they're already starting. They have Muslim patrol, right? The reason they want, did you hear about Joe Biden wants schools to teach Islam religion?
I did not hear that.
Remember how I keep telling you, like, they kind of show what their agenda is?
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, nobody right now is talking about anything but like extreme communism, like really extreme agendas. There's nobody to call them out on it.
Yeah.
Literally. I forgot what I was going to say, but.
Well, I did look at the Black Lives Matter website, and they do say on there that they want to, like, change the family system. I forgot how they worded it, but they want to, like, end the normal mother and father with children system.
The nuclear family, yeah.
Nuclear,
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Now, a friend of mine, speaking of about the Black Lives Matter movement, which is all Black Lives Matter movement, that's what I call it. A friend of mine actually was shopping at Kroger's. I think that's what it's called. And Kroger's, okay. She DM'd me this receipt, and it said BLM fees. I was like, oh, it's like 2 cents or whatever. And they're kind of like getting, they're charging people for that, with that movement and donate to them. Like when under those, it can be like 2 cents, like 5 cents, like something you wouldn't expect, on the receipt. I was like, okay, but that adds up over time. It's like, wow. And I found hilarious.
Do you know if that's something that she chose to donate, or if they just did it?
No, they did it. She actually circled it, and she actually told me how they're actually charging people, like doing fees, actually charging people, and that how much they were charging is going towards that movement. They said it was like quote unquote like for change or stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Wait, where was that?
In Houston?
It was
here in Houston on the news.
She's in Nevada. She was out in Vegas actually.
Okay. Wow.
One thing I want to mention, I thought this was hilarious, and I thought, okay, like I know these protests are a complete joke, but when that feminist was actually like sitting like with her legs open, like butt naked out the street, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, and now sources said, now I didn't get a close look at it, but sources said that she had hair underneath her armpits. I was like, no.
Hey, they were looking pretty hard.
Oh dear.
I don't know what her purpose was. Like, I really don't.
I have no idea. That is a question I'll have in my head for the rest of eternity. Same thing with the whole thing.
Unless she has like OnlyFans or something, she's trying to get exposure.
Right?
Well, yeah, when you're out of work, you gotta do what you gotta do. I suppose. I think. I mean, I don't know. That's a legitimate reason.
Yeah, I don't know. What else?
Right.
Sad situation when they're doing stuff like that. Just to like, what are you hoping to accomplish? Like, even if you run around shrieking buck naked, what is that accomplishing for Portland? What is that accomplishing for that individual? What is that accomplishing for the whole situation? Nothing at all.
I don't even think they know what the goal is. I don't even know what the demand is.
I don't think so.
You've had NFL, NBA, you've had everybody cater. You've had name brands take Aunt Jemima off. I mean, my God, like we're debranding things. We're calling Washington State football or whatever it is. Like, it's just so cheesy. So it's like retarded at this point. But nobody's going to stop it.
Socialists, they want to reshape things into their image until it's like nothing left, like originally, and I don't know. What they're going to rename the country now? Like, come on.
Was it
actually they want to redo the flag, and they've also talked about what should be the main language here in America. I'm not kidding. These are real things that Congress is trying to pass.
Was it Ilhan Omar recently who like alluded to that maybe we need to like overthrow the whole U.S. system, but she didn't like quite say it? I think. What was she talking about?
I'm still trying to get past what she just said about deciding on what's the national language. English.
Yeah, it's
like
why is this so hard?
Please. No, I don't want to learn. I mean, if I want to learn another language, that's on my own time, my own accord. But I'm here in America. We speak English. We don't have to
Exactly.
speak any other language in English. That I don't get that.
It's messed up, to be honest. It's like someone, like, you know, you have your own house, you have your own set of rules, and that some guy, some person, some guest is coming to your house and telling how they want things done. Like, no, this is our house. You know, you don't like it, you can leave. You know,
Yeah.
messed up.
I was
I
looking up
wonder-
what.
Go
I was
ahead.
looking up what the Fourth Amendment says last night because a bunch of people kept mentioning it, like as an argument to say that the Fed shouldn't be there because it's like it mentions like protecting against unlawful arrest. But the first part of it says that like your home is your castle, and like you basically can do whatever you want in your home, and like not be
Castle
arrested
doctrine.
there. So I asked them, I was like, so who came and got taken out of their home from the feds? Like I don't think that happened. And I'm sure they saw them doing stuff, and then they caught up to them a few blocks away because they're like, they weren't even there. They were a few blocks away, and I don't think they're just going around grabbing anybody. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I
That
know.
completely undermines any surveillance of real criminals that's going on. You have to understand, there's like sleeper cells all through this country. There are people who are put there to agitate that have ill intentions. Though they're going in and they have to get these people out for the better good of everybody. But these mayors and governors are really selfish because while they're preventing law and order, they're hurting everybody who lives there and didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
And that's the tragedy of all of this.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not thinking about the people that they're supposed to protect. They're thinking about their own sick feelings for what? The right or Trump? That's about it. Everybody else, we're just like, you know, damn it, we're like crash test dummies. We're whatever social experiment they want to play next to take Trump out. We're just here.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about? Like, did you see the Trump press briefing? I think it was where they asked him about Ghislaine Maxwell, like how he feels about that situation. And he said he doesn't know, and he said, like, "I wish her well," and people are using that against him.
Well, here's the thing. There was a post about that. It was actually decoded, and it was really because the people Q, you know, they actually like really upload some stuff though. But if I can remember it though, but honestly, I wish it's like at the tip of my tongue though. But it has a deeper meaning to that. How he said it though. I was like, oh, like genius.
I know what you mean. It's a dry sense of humor. He's a New Yorker, okay? I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I can tell you, I would say the same thing. Like, I wish her well. Like, yes, I wish her well.
Like that.
My first initial thought,
but people are so stuck in their feelings and getting offended.
That's our version of
dry sense of humor.
Bless your heart from Texas.
Oh yeah.
Bless your heart.
My first initial thought was like maybe he's saying, "I hope that she stays alive so she can testify." Like maybe that's what he meant. But I was a little confused that he said that he doesn't even know anything about it. I was kind of surprised by that. I don't know what to think.
Well, the majority of his career was about climbing to the top by knowing these people. He wasn't raised a billionaire. His dad was kind of like, you know, upper middle class, you know, almost wealthy department. I guess then he got wealthier. But Donald Trump got into this circle of people. And then once he started learning what they were doing, and he started like, whoa, and he started out with a plan. He's been talking about running for presidency for over a decade. Okay, like JFK and all them. It's like if you listen to what he says, he puts out like sex trafficking, human trafficking. In his speeches, you'll hear him talk about like rituals. Like that party does rituals.
Yeah.
He's in coding telling us what they're doing. But in the meantime, people don't understand that he's not perfect. Yeah, he was probably photographed with her, but it was probably like business.
Yeah, or just like before he knew everything.
Yeah, and he said it like, I've gotten to know these people. I was a part of this group until I found out to you. And that's what people are forgetting.
Yeah. Some people they'll just take out what they want to hear and like, you know, you weaponize it and use that against the person without getting the full scope and context of things. And that's where, you know, that's why we have the mainstream media as it is today.
I've seen videos in random various places of like the rituals, and like they're literally eating blood, and like it's like what was her name? Lady Gaga. I always see her with that.
Oh, did you ever also like Katy Perry? She also has like a music video like of her body like covered all in blood and stuff. It looked like they had like apples on the body, like how they have a boar or something like that, and it looked like they were like feasting. I'm like, what? Man, I didn't know how sick Hollywood really was. I was like, gosh.
When Mary-Kate and Ashley were little, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, when they were little girls, they had made one of their videos was like about a pizza party. And when I was first learning about Pizzagate, they mentioned that. It's like, oh my gosh, wow.
At one point, I wanted to be an actor, but I learned about it. I was like, at one point, I wanted to be an actor when I was like younger. But then I was like, I started discovering and finding out different things about Hollywood. And I was just like, there's no way in the world I would be involved in that stuff. So
yeah, I love acting, but I don't want to get involved in it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Just join a local actors guild.
I hear you.
But where's the money going?
Yeah, I don't know. Create your own.
I believe good will prevail, dude. For real.
Yes.
The pendulum is already swinging back our way.
Yeah.
Put through hell. I believe there's going to be light at the end of this darkness.
Yes, I totally agree. So, hey, it might seem like it's forever. It might seem like justice is slow right now, but it always prevails. It's always about timing. That's what I believe. Right timing for the right necessary actions for justice to take place.
Yeah.
You look confused, Anna.
No, I was just trying to think what else I want to say.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Chrissy Teigen comes to mind. I don't. All I know is that she's denying everything and deleted a bunch of stuff and just screaming at people.
Yeah. Thinking about that, I actually called her out on something, and now like I can't even like tag her or not even comment.
Yeah. Wow, you got blocked. Wow.
I didn't get blocked. I can still look. I don't know how they did. I think you know what? I was restricted.
Okay.
That's the thing. They have this option where you can restrict the person. I think that's why I can't tag her and stuff. Nor can I comment on one of her pictures to calling her out again on some other nonsense that she's doing.
Like, who is her PR person? Any PR, good PR would tell you, hey, don't go delete 60,000 texts and block over a million people. Yeah. You look suspect. You look guilty.
Guilty conscience.
We have screenshots. We know what she was up to.
Yeah, or even just all the tweets that she posted, like about how she should go to jail. Like she's literally saying, I should be in jail.
Because that's a part of her trying to hide, like the whole thing with the history thing. Like, if we destroy all of what people know to be history and then make our own history, then that'll be the only history they know. So she figures all those tweets get erased or whatever like that, then she's gonna have a clean slate. But that's not true because somebody's always sharing something, somebody's always snapshotting something, or saving something. So she can get rid of the whole 60,000 that she has in her possession, but somebody out there got a copy of that. So
I got a ton of them. I got a lot. I screenshot the hell out of things. I probably have more screenshots of random things that I never even double checked just because I would come across it and be like, that's going to be good someday.
Yeah. I used to have a whole folder.
Scrub everything.
Always keep record.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, do you know that the Republican Party just pushed a bill right now? Do you know how Pelosi was ripping down all the Confederate generals and all that? Well, the Republicans are saying, look, all right, everybody on the Democrat Party who was an ex-slave owner, they have to forfeit their titles if they've ever been linked to it. That means their whole party.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually said something about this the other day, and it was a long post. I said, you know what? If I could get the summary of it. Well, I said, you know what? The Democrats are talking about reparations, and the black liberals are talking about reparations. I said, you know what? Come president, don't get the reparations. But I say this, you know what? I said each Democratic politician is going to pay those reparations to those people because how is it that, all the times before, they had given illegals, better living conditions than the ghettos of African Americans that they're living in today. But they only cater to them when they need their votes around election cycles. And you know what? Yeah, they're owed those reparations from the Democrat politicians that they kept electing and they've been neglected by. So, you know what? Yeah, they're going to get them. Every single Democratic politician is going to start giving reparations to those people.
Or if they want to tax the richest people at 80% for whatever, they could just use that money from the rich
No,
Democrats.
it's coming out of their paycheck. I'll make it come out of their paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that basically is the tax. But yeah.
I fully support you, Marquez, and those thoughts. For real. Put this back on them. It belongs on them. They created all this stuff, and they're trying to blame Trump. And now they got the moms and the dads and people blocking the feds, making the feds look horrible, so they can come in and rescue it. You got Kumo acting like he saved New York, and people want to flee there. Are you kidding? Nobody wants to flee there.
Yeah.
They destroy it and try to act like they're the heroes saving us from it.
I just remembered that I just saw a news report. It might have even been from Kayleigh McEnany saying that some police officers, like at least one or a few, were blinded, and like one got like their hand mutilated and like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, one got blinded like through a laser or some sort. Like
that's what it was, in their eyes.
Yeah, laser.
But no, we don't need any help over here. It's dwindling down.
Xavier, what do you think about those lasers?
Lasers?
How would you feel if some kid, if you were a police officer, blinded you with a laser and the media acted like you're the bad guy because he blinded you?
There's already things in play about that laser situation, like the laser pointers and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a long time ago, because I don't know if any of y'all remember, like they used to have the laser pointer that shot red, a red light, and like, you know, police were complaining like people running around with red laser dots. They don't know if somebody has a gun with the red laser on them or not, like that. So, and of course, it's a black pen, the pointer or whatever like that. So now at nighttime, it could possibly be a gun. Who knows what it is? So if they start to do that mess again, then it's going to be more murders. It's going to be more people getting shot and killed. You know, because what do you want the police to do? You blinding them, and then you have it on a black object and they're holding your face.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
But the cop is going to be the one that's going to get blamed, of course. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do we know if anything's still happening, like in Seattle? Any craziness there? I've only really been hearing about Portland. What was that?
I said nothing so far besides from CHOP. That's it. And that was like several weeks ago.
And that was shut down, right?
I believe so. I mean, I would be surprised if it hasn't been shut down. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Last thing I heard, I mean, I know some police officers like went in there and like stormed the place, but that's it. I didn't hear too much about it.
I heard that like some motorcycle gang was going to come in there to try to shut it down,
yeah.
but I think the police did right around the same time or something like that.
I wanted to see that too.
Yeah.
The last thing I heard
about anything. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. The last thing I heard about anything, but wasn't Seattle, was Kentucky or Louisville, where the NAFA, them guys, they was going there to they're going out there to do whatever. I guess they arrived out there, whatever like that, and they got some confrontation with Black Lives Matter, of all people. Like, you know.
You know what NAFTA
stands for? They already said they're not together, so.
Oh. Who is NAFTA? I don't remember.
I guess it's a militant black organization.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that, because people are saying they're different things. They're saying that they're actually
they're right there,
Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
But you know, they may not be Hebrew Israelites. It may be anybody. They're just other people. So I don't know for sure, but they're definitely a militant group.
Oh,
so
yeah,
somebody
actually, hold on. I want to comment on that. On Twitter, what's trending is black supremacy.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's black supremacy groups like forming everywhere where they're making white people like be submissive and bow down. And oh my gosh, I was just like, how is anybody falling for this?
Here's the thing. You ever see that meme I posted from the South Park meme? The guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kiss it.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that's gold. I mean, that was so perfect too. I'm like, that's what y'all look like right now. Like, come on, like, get it together. Like,
somebody mentioned Boogaloo Boys to me last night, and I was just laughed. I was like, how do you know that's real? Because I had never heard about it until like recently when like CNN or somebody brought it up. So they sent me a Wikipedia page about it, and it's supposedly been around since 2012, and it's like basically it looks like it's like far right Antifa, like the other side of the coin. and probably like they don't really do anything and nobody really cares about them, but CNN's trying to use them for like leverage, you know, since the election's coming up.
What really hardcore conservative man is going to be like, I'm a boogaloo? It sounds like a character from the Disney character. For real? I'm sorry.
They said that they often refer to themselves as libertarians, actually. I don't know why they said far right. It's Wikipedia.
That ain't right. Yeah. That's definitely not a right movement.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Yep, as always.
Oh, and I heard on MSNBC, the lady who was on there, I forget her name, I wrote it down, but she was saying that white supremacists are the people agitating in the Black Lives Matter protest.
I haven't seen that at all.
Yes, I forget. I wrote it down. I forget.
No, I've been saying I haven't seen any examples of that happening, I don't think.
Oh, no.
I saw a white girl screaming at black police officers. I've seen that.
Deranged.
Oh, yeah, there's that one, too.
Yeah.
You're
part of the problem.
Well, the BLM movement has been hijacked, so, you know, I find some part of that true, though. I mean, like, that's why I was, like, just sitting here just thinking, like, I don't know, but anyways, they're all a bunch of jokes to me, to be honest. And they need some mental help. They need to be in asylums, because that type of behavior, when you don't speak your kids, they deserve to be in an asylum.
I just remembered I think it was last night, I was listening to something from Ben Shapiro reviewing a book called White Fragility or something like that, something about white fragility. And it illuminated to me why all the liberals act the way that they do, because they follow that, what she says in her book. And it's just, he kept saying like it's a cult book, and it totally is. It's insane. But it illuminated a lot of things for me, so you might want to check that out.
It's a good book. I just thought of the name of it. I was trying to think of it earlier. It's called The Naked Communist.
Oh,
I get the offer, but just type in the name. And it sounds funny, right? But that book covers pretty much the whole entire narrative of what's going on right now today. And it's about, like, I don't know how many pages. It's a pretty long book, but it goes all the way back before JFK. Everything that they were trying to accomplish, you know, they had to, like, go through slowly or whatever like that. But now, with everything going on, everything is caught up at, like, light speed. So they're, like, almost ahead of program now from being behind because of everything going on. So you got to check that book out.
Okay. What was it called? The Naked Communist. Okay.
The Naked Communist.
I'll definitely, it's kind of catchy. I kind of would definitely check that out. You know, it's best to know your enemy, you know?
Yeah.
Try and turn America straight up communist, basically.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, at the end of the day, what I keep falling back on is, like, God is sovereign. God is for us. No one can be against us. And, like, we're going to win in the end.
Amen.
But speaking of the end, we're coming to the end of our time here now. So I think it's time to close out. I'm glad that we were all here today. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
We'll be here every week. Check the description for links to each of our individual channels, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Share with everybody you know who would be interested, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
All right. Awesome.
Bye.
Take care.
See you.
Good night.
Good night.